What is going on, everybody? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you all. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the commission token and how they really started the movement for these support tokens, where they are using their own tokenomics to support other tokens that might need some things like marketing funds or maybe buyback and burns and things alike. Now, as always, I like to preface by saying that I'm not a financial advisor, but rather I always try to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. And a huge shout out to the commission token, of course, for sponsoring today's video. Let's go ahead and dive in. So as you first see their website, you can scroll down. They have this little About Us page. A couple things that we want to highlight immediately from the website. Their contract has been renounced, meaning there are no modifiable options for the contract. Tokenomics that have been set forth are going to stay as is indefinitely. They have some significant partnerships, and for all the Saitama holders, if you aren't looking at the commission, because what they're doing is specifically helping Saitama in terms of giving them a marketing reflection and a marketing fund from their own tokenomics. So we're going to talk about that in just a moment and other partnerships that they've developed over the last couple of days. There is a 7% buy tax and a 9% sell. We're going to talk about the tokenomics in a moment. Real gold staking, which is very, very interesting. And of course, their treasury. So let's go ahead and dive into their tokenomics. First and foremost, you guys could see that they have this buy and sell tax, 7% buys, 9% sells that will be there indefinitely. Remember, their contract is renounced. The interesting and unique aspect, in my opinion, about the commission token is what they did to market their product early on. And that is creating a reflection for Saitama. So for every buy, 2% will be allocated over to the Saitama marketing wallet that they've created, which they're funding over to the Saitama developers. That's why Russ and some of the other Saitama team members have spoken about it on Twitter and social media. But also from the sell side, there's a 2% reflection for marketing that goes over to Saitama as well. So what does that mean? That means from the money that is allocated there, they have that aspect. But then the other thing that they have is this buy and burn token of the week. And what that means is any token that is listed on Saitamask, they will have the option based off of the community's vote. The holders of the commission token, they get to decide what token that is listed currently on Saitamask will be able to, again, win the votes for a buyback with 1% of their total sell tax and a burn thereafter, which can help overall, of course, with the chart. If it's struggling a little bit, this can help shift momentum. So from a marketing perspective, I was very, very impressed. This team definitely knew and knows what they're doing. So I really like that, and everything else is pretty standard. 5% going to the liquidity pool from the buys, 5% from the sells. They also have a 1% developer charity reflection, and also to help them with their own marketing and those things. So if you scroll up here, you guys know I always like to look at the teams behind certain projects. So you can see the team members here. There's Mike O, who's the operations director, 20 plus years of experience in operation management, which is pretty impressive. You have Seth, the lead strategist, who has 25 years of asset trading experience and an expert in all things gold related, which again, we're going to talk about in just a moment. And then Alan Z, the contract developer and the one who created it. And also Mike D, who's a creative director. He's working on the graphic design, the UI, UX, those kind of things. So what's this whole thing with gold, and what is the commission really trying to do here? Well, they actually had an article published on Yahoo Finance last week, and it was titled "The Commission Token, the Blockchain Backed by Gold, Leaping into the Future, Bridging Hard Assets and DeFi Phase 1." Let's look into this for a moment and kind of look at, again, some of the things that were mentioned here. The commission token has released an updated roadmap outlining plans for entering DeFi space as the first token to have both a gold treasury contract. Interesting. In addition, the commission will allow users and holders to stake for Pax Gold in the next 48 hours, as well as asset-backed, augmented reality-based NFTs coming in May this month, which is, of course, a completely new concept in the space. This week will mark a milestone in the history of decentralized finance, said Seth Weiser, and he's the strategist at the Commission Global, which we just looked at from the white paper. And they also have, as you guys can see, the Commission Global LLC. They've already incorporated their company and created a limited liability company under their name. The commission, which launched on April 6th, 2022, has already achieved 3 goals in 3 weeks, which most companies in blockchain or corporate achieve in a year. So guys, they have been delivering, and that's why overall the community has been satisfied. Of course, the entire market, I'm talking globally speaking, has been hurting. We know anywhere from the NASDAQ and big tech have been selling off. But in addition, we also have cryptocurrencies across the board. I'm talking Bitcoin and Ethereum and all altcoins following down 20, 30, 40% in the last 3 to 4 months even. So overall, we're seeing a correction. But the question then becomes, what assets will rebound? What assets have true DeFi protocols strong enough to withstand a bear market and come back when the overall momentum returns? Well, first and foremost, from a marketing sense, I think the commission did a pretty fantastic job. Other things that are notable that we should probably also talk about, in addition to everything else, is the commission will also be providing 2 different opportunities for holders to invest and obtain gold, which again, for some of you who are trying to find and diversify your assets, this might be unique. For me personally, I need to see, of course, a little bit more details on exactly how this works, because gold kind of right now is considered, somewhat of a security. So I want to know how that's going to work with DeFi. One of the options will be to stake your CMSN tokens, so the ones that you currently hold, with others that will allow investing in the commission PAX Gold Treasury Vault that they're currently funding and utilizing. And of course, this is a new concept entirely. And of course, this is all going to be stated in their staking section of their white paper. So if we kind of scroll down, and you can see they kind of talk about why gold specifically. And I do want to say everybody should definitely read through this white paper. I'm going to have everything in the description below. If you go on their website, there's this little white paper tab, and also their audit, which was done by TechRate. So that's a notable thing to talk about. But if you click their white paper tab, this is where you can click Get Started and read through that in detail. So maybe before we jump into the staking platform and talk about how it's utilized, the question then becomes, why gold? Over the last few years, a debate has developed regarding Bitcoin versus gold, right? Both assets that have limited and finite quantities out in the world. Very understandable. And the market cap of gold has always increased. We see both sides of the coin, says the commission team. The commission views Bitcoin as a portable gold, basically. However, crypto at the same time is optimal to combine the hard asset of gold with tokenization. The fact is, history has shown that gold is the asset of choice during times of inflation. I totally agree with that statement. War and fiat currency declines. We know with inflation at 8.5%, the value of the dollar is going down significantly. And every other fiat currency currently right now, as the overall, globally speaking, macroeconomically speaking, things have been struggling. This is precisely the current situation. By combining crypto and gold, one receives the speculative leverages of the commission token, strengthened by the most prized historical asset, gold. And here you could see since 2015, they look at the overall price action per ounce of gold. And you guys can see through 2022, not much of an increase, but again, at least it's going in the right direction at all times. So what's staking going to do, and how will people actually have gold be given to them? This is unique. So they've implemented token staking and treasury vault investing. Staking will give the community rewards in PAX G. The treasury, also backed by gold, will establish a floor price based on the underlying asset. How do you stake, you might ask? There's a dApp, and you guys know my take on dApps. Always, always, always use wallets that don't contain all of your crypto assets, just due to the fact that any decentralized application, I'm talking anywhere from ShibaSwap to anything else, I'll only connect the wallet that isn't the one that is carrying or holding the majority of my assets. Because again, anything could happen. Next, CMSN, staking for PAX reward, fixed pool size staking with a lock time, and I think that's adjustable. Connect your wallet, approve the dApp to access your CMSN tokens, deposit the tokens, so put your tokens in the dApp using the smart contract, and then let the gold roll in. Wait for rewards and enjoy our unique gold staking experience. Very, very unique. If you guys want to go into the details on exactly how it works, they kind of outline that following. And again, I would recommend that everybody does take a glance at the white paper. As I always say, these videos are meant for your educational purposes, and then you need to go and complete your due diligence and then identify, hey, is this an asset I like? But for the Saitama holders, if you haven't even looked at the commission, then I'm not sure exactly what you're doing, because this is in support of Saitama directly. So again, just wanted to quickly glance over at their white paper, make sure that everybody had access to the information given there. And the last thing I want to talk about, guys, is the big partnership that was mentioned. And I think it was over on the Yahoo Finance article, maybe actually not quite yet, but they did talk about everything else. So I guess maybe information that dropped today, and this is the last piece that I want to talk to you all about. So the commission token, one of the first digital assets backed by gold, again, that is the claim right now, representing a major step toward bridging the gap between traditional hard assets and digital assets. The commission's tie-in structure with Saitama, a leading decentralized finance platform, of course, and Pax Gold, the digital token division of Paxos Trust Company, lend significant institutional credibility to the commission token. Institutional investing, as we talk about time and time again, is one of the major things that we need to see for crypto mass adoption to occur. This is a fact. As such, the token has generated substantial interest from cryptocurrency communities as well as the traditional investors. The partnership between the commission and QReal, this is the one I wanted to make sure to highlight. QReal and the commission have just created a partnership for the development of several AR, or augmented reality-based NFTs for the commission token. QReal will leverage their expertise in augmented reality development and 3D modeling to design over 24 gilded 3D models to be minted as NFTs. In partnering with the leading AR development companies such as QReal, the commission achieves an important development milestone toward elevating the tokens as a premier DeFi digital asset. I'm excited to see where this token goes. Obviously, there was a lot of hype with its launch, specifically from the Saitama community. They achieved over 1,000 holders almost immediately, and we can see that this thing peaked at a $21 million market cap with no marketing, just based off their tokenomics. And they did pave the way and start the first page for any token that is what? Exactly what you know. Support tokens for other crypto assets. We saw a sell-off and of course, a little bit of a rebound, but then the overall market has been selling off significantly, consolidating now right around that $3 million to $3.5 million market cap. So as a Saitama holder or somebody that is just looking to figure out what is going on with their staking protocol and how is it so unique, maybe they will have some really, really big institutional investors coming their way if they're able to continue to deliver and everything goes live as stated. Appreciate you guys' support as always. Make sure you smash that like button and go ahead and consider subscribing to the channel. This was a pretty long video, but I think again, what the commission doing is pretty cool. Aside from the fact that they are supporting Saitama, they're also looking at infiltrating and coming into a space in DeFi that has never been touched before. And that is again staking and having gold rewards. Appreciate you guys' support. And until next time, everybody, keep investing. Peace.